welcome to another episode. Got the first fish of the day on this pond. Fished for some bluegill earlier, but at a different pond. This is the first fish though. This one feels pretty good. Here he comes. Man, it's a pretty good fish. There it is. Look at that. Nice bass. Right there. Caught it on a blue jig and spin. Just tipping it with a spike. Right there for you guys. Not a bad little fish, about a pound, pound and a quarter. Caught him about 4 or 5 feet of water, so pretty shallow for right now. Late ice, these fish are getting shallow. There we go, chunk. Go ahead and put it back. Look at that one. It's third fish of the day right there. Drilled a new spot. Nice bluegill. What'd you... That jig again.
Just vertical, jigging this jig. Just barely moving it every once in a while, and you just feel them pick it up. Just like this nice one.
Okay guys, I got a fish on right now. Fourth fish at this pond. Feels like a bass. Oh. Yeah, he's changed direction. It feels like a bass. Oh, there he is. Nice little fish right there. Not as big as the last one, but I mean, it's a good fish for me for winter ice fishing. Using a little blue jig and spin right there. Tipping to some whack worms. Alright, got another fish on right here. Oh, nice bluegill.
That's a big one.
That's a nice bluegill. Not on a real big school yet, but I mean, they're biting pretty decently.
Look at that thing. That thing's so fat.
Nice fish.
He's still fat even if it's winter. That's why they feed so much in the fall right there, so they can get fat for winter.
Yeah. That's a high. There's one's on, I'm not lying. Get this on video. Alright, you guys, one's biting it right now, huh? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh. A lot of times when these fish, I mean, it's happened today. When, I mean, you gotta kind of finesse them into biting it, but when one's on it, a lot of times you gotta, hold on, he's on it right now. You gotta kind of trick them into eating it. It takes a while, but I got one down there right now that's active. Stay right here though.
I'll get a video of you putting it on.
Yeah, so he nipped off a little bit of my worm, so we're gonna put a new one on. Hopefully drop down there and get him. Alright. Like I said, once you know one's down there though, there's a good chance if you keep on, get down there fairly quick, you can get him. It's happened with 3 of our fish today. We didn't get him right on the first bite. You had to kind of get him going. Because I mean, they're real finicky because it's so cold. Oh, there he is.
There you go.
There he is right there. See what I mean though? I knew one was down there because I was getting bites earlier, but they don't always get it on the first try. Decent sized bluegill. That blue jig and spin. Barely had him hooked too. Got another fish on right here. It feels like a decent one. We've caught a few bluegill that we haven't filmed, but feels like a pretty good one. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Nice bass right there. Look at that. It's pretty good. Nice bass right there. About a pound, almost a pound and a half I'd say. Real thick back. Got him right on the tip of the lip. They're not eating it that good. I mean, this fish barely pecked it. Alright, we got a fish on right now. Is it bluegill?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
nice bluegill.
Blue.
Yeah, there we go. Another hybrid bluegill right there for you. He's using that purple plastic jig right there, a little bit different than what I'm using, but they're both eating it. I'm seeming to get more bass though.
what we found out is the pattern today so far. They don't want those really like subtle jigs. We just kind of like letting it been sit there just like a few inches off of the bottom. But that's kind of been the pattern today so far. Not really like subtle jigs, but just like barely just having sensitivity on it.
Nice fish. There you go. Got one on right now.
Oh my gosh!
Oh gosh, that's a big bluegill.
Jeez,
Holy cow, that's a pretty big bluegill right there.
Look at my hand compared to that bluegill.
It's a hand sizer. Almost a two. Man, that's a pound and a quarter bluegill. We're gonna get a picture of him.
Look at that.
It's almost a two-hand bluegill. Hand and a half of a bluegill right there. Get a picture of him. Dang, that's a big one.
I thought it was a bass. I just saw the back of it. You let him go.
Show it one more time compared to your hand. I mean, look, it's bigger than his hand, so I mean, that's a really big nice hybrid bluegill going back.
Is there one there?
Yeah, he's on me.
There you go, get him.
Got him. Oh.
I just happened to look over and I saw that one going down.
I know. Alright, we got a decent fish on.
On this one, we were just letting it sit, just suspended there. Oh, there you go. That's a nice little bass.
We had a slow period where we didn't get any thing, and then this one just went down. We just let it sit right there. Saw a rod tip go down. Okay guys, we're getting ready to get out of here. We might hit up one more pond before the evening ends, but real quick I just want to go over the equipment we're using today. So I'm using a Fraybill Panfish Proper Pro ice rod. This is a 26-inch ice rod. It's a light action, and it's spooled up with 2-pound test ice line, and it's got a little strike indicator. So as you can see, just the little tiniest amount of pressure, you'll see that strike indicator go down. So that's a real good thing to have when fishing winter, because these panfish and the bass, especially the bass, hit really light, and it's just a good thing to have so you don't miss any bites. And on that, I'm using a black and blue. This is a jig and spin, and I'm tipping that with a little wax worm. And I think the tip really helps it, especially when the fish get onto it. They taste that that real bait, and they really seem to hold on to it a lot better. Alrighty guys, so what I'll do is I'll drop it down, and these are really light, so I'll feed it line like this, and I'm watching my line, so I keep on watching it sink, and as soon as that line stops sinking, that's when I know I'm on the bottom. It's a key to make sure you're on the bottom, because that's where the fish are, unless they're suspended, but today they're on the bottom. So once I'm on the bottom now, because my line stops, so there's coiled up on the top of the water. So then I'll just slowly crank until I get slack back in my line. And normally I would raise it up at the bottom a couple cranks, and then I'll just sit there and hold it. The fish are real and active right now, especially in the winter. So most of our bites are coming when we're just holding it still. Occasionally we'll just barely twitch it. You don't want to twitch it too much though. You don't want to put that much action into it because the fish are so finicky. A lot of times, after a couple cranks, drop it back down again, do the same exact thing. It seems like that bait rising off the bottom can trigger some bites too. So that's about it guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. So if we go fishing after this, I'll get that on video, but if not, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. This has been Big Bass Master 1.